Hey everyone, we're here with a quick commentary on the Angel project and how it's going. As a heads up, this is an extremely early version of the game, so everything you see is subject to change. That includes sound, animations, visuals, gameplay, anything. And as it's an early work in progress, there is a lot of stuff that's missing. You're going to see a few glitches, a few animation bugs, stuff like that. So let's get right into it. The whole idea of the game is that you start out in heaven, you choose all your equipment and your build, and then you head into the cyber city to fight demons and get more loot there. And then once you die, you head back up to heaven and you can choose your equipment again, and the cycle continues to see how far you can get. So going into it, let's open up the inventory. So the setup that you have is two abilities that can activate using the Q or E keys. These are combat abilities, so they could include stuns, heals, damage. And then you have a main weapon, which is your basic attack, which is a left click, and then a weapon skill, which is a right click. On the right, you have your equipment. These are passive modifiers that can affect how you play, and they modify existing abilities and make them stronger. Okay, let's get equipment. So we're going to swap out our spear for a cyber chakram, which is a projectile that you throw forward and it pierces through several enemies. And its right click is an AoE around you that follows you. We're also going to have Searing Cleave, which is a projectile that has several charges, so you can rapid fire or you can pace them out. And we're also going to use the Fireball, which is a slow moving projectile that damages in an AoE. And on top of that, we will be using the Volatile Ignition. So with the equipment, you notice there's a little fire tag at the bottom of this tooltip. That means that it will be in effect when any fire ability hits. So both of our abilities are fire, so this causes an explosion whenever any fire ability hits an enemy. And then we're going to go for our second equipment, which is basically creating a small explosion whenever you're hit by an enemy. It's a fire explosion, so both of these work together. Right, now that we've got our equipment, let's go in. So I'm recording this voiceover after recording the footage, just because playing and also speaking is hard. It's been a long while since our previous devlog, so I thought I'd give you an update on what's going on. Essentially, we've both decided to scope down the game from our original plan, as we'll be busy and we won't have as much time to dedicate towards developing the project further. Originally we planned to have 4 different worlds, all with different enemy sets and unique abilities and weapons in each of those worlds. So far, the majority of the development has been setting up initial foundations for all the systems, but now we're in the stage where we've almost finished all of that off, so we're primarily focusing on making content itself. What we're planning to do now is focus on one world instead of the 4, and that world will be the one you're seeing now, which is the Cyber City. We're basically hoping to make a focused and polished experience with a small variety of different items to experiment with and give you a couple of different playstyles. But outside of that, we won't be working on any of the story or working on anything that isn't a core part of the game. At the current moment in time, we have about 9 different weapons that we're in the process of adding to the game, and we're planning out equipment tags and the gameplay style of each of the tags, which will determine how we design our abilities and equipment. That's all for this quick update. I'll leave the gameplay footage running in the background so you can enjoy the progress that we have so far. Thanks for watching, and to keep up to date on the project, feel free to subscribe to our YouTube channel and also check the description where we'll be adding some links. Checking those out will help us a ton, as the website's algorithm will pick us up and share our project around a little more.